What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Power Book 2, Season 4, Episode 5. So if you haven't seen the 5th episode of Season 4 of Power Book 2 Ghost, turn this video off and go watch the episode and come back and watch this video. And please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I can't stress enough how much that supports without you even having to do too much. I'm not a public speaker. I will tend to fumble my words, and you will hear me say and so and like 1,000 times. I may stop to regain my thoughts. I may slow my speaking down to regain my thoughts. And I'm going to be looking at my notes right here that I take throughout the show. And anything I say, it's my opinion. That does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. And, yeah, comment below what you thought of this week's episode, what you would grade this week's episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know in the comments. Because I am just waking up. I'm just waking up. I'm still a little sleepy. I literally just got out of bed, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and now I'm up, and I'm just like, I kind of want to go back to sleep. I might go back to sleep after this review, but I wanted to get this one out the way. But yeah, like I said, the grades, leave all that good stuff in the comments. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. This episode was kind of funny. I'm going to give this episode, I'm going to put it between a B- and a C+ for right now because I can't really remember everything that happened, which is not a good thing because if it was good, then it would be memorable. So I'm going to put it in between a B- and a C+ for now until we get to the end, and then I might change it or I might keep it there. I don't know. We shall see. But last chance, Power Book 2 Ghost Season 4 Episode 5. If you have not seen it, turn this video off because I'm about to spoil the entire episode. Okay. So, hope everybody had a good 4th of July, by the way. I did. Was lighting all them fireworks. Left my lighter somewhere with my uncles or something. Now I gotta use the goddamn... what is this? Just the fireplace lighter or something like that. I don't know. Till I go out later to the store to get me a new Bic. Oh, which almost failed. Okay. Okay, so the episode begins with Tariq. He's waking up from a mean-ass hangover. They showing the events that happened the night before. Basically, he took Anya home, Noma's daughter home, and fucked her. And then the next morning they wake up and she's like super nonchalant about it. She's like, we don't have to discuss whatever that was. It was just, we were just having fun. They exchanged numbers so they could possibly do it again, and she dips. So it's super casual for Anya. But we know Tariq got another agenda. So then we get this scene where Braden finds out that the singer girl that he's smashing, I still haven't learned her name. I think it's Riri or Kiki or something like that, but I can't remember. I keep saying I'm going to look it up, and I haven't, but it is what it is. But y'all know who the singer girl is that Braden fucking with, the one that got him doing coke and shit. So we find out in this scene that she has sickle cell disease. And I know that that's a disease that kills black people at a rapid pace, but it's just like, why every show I'm watching now, we starting to see that. We starting to see sickle cell. I get it, though. Shine light on it. Because a lot of black people die from it, and it affects our race the most. But I'm also like, bitch, you got sickle cell, and you smoking coke, and you doing coke. She talking about she do the coke to help her with deal with the other symptoms. I'm just like, bitch, ain't no... I don't buy that. Like, why? You got sickle cell and you doing coke. Like, that don't make sense. That's a deadly ass disease, and you doing some shit that could affect it harder. I can see smoking weed or whatever. But this bitch doing coke on sickle cell, being a sickle cell person. Mind you, they just waking up. This bitch already snorting coke. Like, bitch, you're an addict. I hope Brandon leave her ass alone. So then we get this scene at the Tejada house. Monet is called a family meeting. But before the meeting starts, we get this scene of Diana calling and leaving Salim a voice message trying to thank him for helping her hide out. Also telling him to, like, reach out. I haven't heard from you or whatever. So now they all in the dining room for this family meeting. Kane, you know, he pissed. He's like, why the fuck is Drew and Diana here? I'm not breaking bread with no motherfuckers that tried to kill you, Monet. So they in there, and, you know, Kane, he talking his shit. He tells Diana, if you had this baby, it's going to be the worst decision in your life. He like, she like, he like, you having a baby with somebody that fucked the whole family up. So Kane, he storms out. He ain't trying to hear nothing about this unity shit. So Monet's like, one thing Kane is right about, we need to cut off all the outsiders. Basically, like, he like Tariq, she like Tariq, Noma, basically, like, we need to cut them all off and get back to family first. So Drew's like, well, I'm just going to do my own thing away from the family. He's like, he tells Monet, like, until you ready to until you ready to admit that your faults as a mother, like, I'm out. And he storms out. So then Diana, she's like, yeah, well, you know, I'm not trying to bring no, like, what kind of mother would I be to bring a child into this type of lifestyle? And Monet, you know, she promising Diana, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure our family is good. What I don't get is Diana, they hear Diana saying, my baby not gonna be in this life. She's not gonna have nothing, it's not gonna have nothing to do with the life and all that. But you got people like Tariq and Monet that's still sitting here saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna be here for the baby, but we still gonna be in the life. So what the fuck are you gonna do, Diana? Because Monet and Tariq not gonna stop doing what they doing. So we cut away to Barik. I was about to say Barik. Barik. That's a nice little mixed name for Braden and Tariq. Barik. Or Taden. Anyway. So we get the scene with Tariq and Braden, and Braden's like, Tariq, I saw that girl you left with last night. She was bad. And then Tariq's like, yeah, that was Anya. And Braden's like, what the fuck? I'm Noma's daughter? Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then Tariq's like, wait, there's more. So he don't say that, but he's like, you know, and also fucking Diana pregnant. And Braden's like, what the fuck? When were you fucking Diana? And I just be like, oh, poor Braden. He be so out of the loop when it comes to Tariq. I just supposed to be your brother. He don't even be knowing shit. He was like, I thought Anya looked familiar. What are you doing? And then Braden tells him about Diana. And he's just like, when the fuck were you fucking Diana? And Tariq was like, it only happened one time last semester. That's why I don't understand how the fuck this could happen. And then Braden, although a cokehead now, is super rational in this moment. He's like, you need to go have a conversation with Diana. And you need to leave Anya the fuck alone. And you know he ain't gonna listen. He don't listen to Braden. So then we get to the scene, Noma, she's waiting for Anya when Anya gets home. And, you know, she starts getting on Anya's ass about slipping her security again. Anya's going through her bag searching for her keys, and as she's doing that, a baggie of coke falls out. Noma picks that up. Doesn't even ask, why you taking it? I mean, she does say something, and Anya's like, you really don't think that I would be doing some coke? Or something like that. She does try to tell her, like, this ruins people's lives. Like, you shouldn't be doing this shit, basically. But her main shit was like, where'd you get this from? So Anya, she's like, well, you know, I didn't even use it. I got it from some underground party or something at Stansfield. And I was like, damn. That's when I started realizing, I was like, oh yeah, this is the last season. You could tell they rushing this shit. Because I didn't think Noma was going to find out so quickly that Tariq and Braden was back in the game. I thought it was going to take her a couple of episodes, but I got to remember, this is the end. This is the last season. So I feel like they trying to rush shit. Because we could have waited a little while before Noma found out. So Tariq, he goes to Diana. Diana's, you know, she's steady apologizing again for, you know, giving K. Egan Tasha's address. And Tariq's like, man, that's not enough. You could have got my mother killed with this and the third. And then he's like, you sure this baby mine? Because you was fucking Salim all last semester. And Diana's like, me and Salim always used condoms, and I didn't use one when I was with you. And Tariq's like, so condoms work all the time. But, so she tells him that, and Tariq's like, all right, well, what you gonna do? And Diana's like, well, I don't know yet. She's like, I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I know one thing. If I do decide to keep this baby, it's going to be living a clean life. Like, it ain't going to be around the life. And she tells him, like, I'll let you know what I decide. So we cut away to Carter and his task force and Detective Tate. You know, they God damn. I told y'all I'd be fumbling my words. They brainstorming on Monet and Tariq. So Carter, he asks Tate, like, what did you get from your interaction with Tariq? Tate tells them that when he told Tariq that they had a witness that could place him at Monet's shooting, he seemed shook that Monet might know. And then Carter was like, well, when I talked to Monique, she acted like she already knew. And then Tate's like, well, when I was with Tariq, Monet called him and he looked shook. So the task force, they begin to believe, they like, oh yeah, that means they turning on each other. And I'm like, that's not what's happening. They done already called a truce. Y'all, so the task force thinking right now that they can split them up. I mean, not split them up, but the task force thinks that they can get them to turn on one another. But the gag is they already know. I mean, Monet still don't know who shot at her because she still think it's Tariq. But the thing is, she think it's Tariq, and they done cause a truce on that because he was about to kill Diana. So, long as that truce in place, I don't think that the task force has anything right now. I mean, they never had nothing. Carter literally be going to them with speculation. If you notice, when Carter goes to interrogate them, like when he went to Tariq, Davis, Monet, he just told him what I think this happened, or I know this happened. He don't have nothing that's of proof. Like, he don't have no evidence of the shit. He just be going to them with speculation and trying to see if he could get something. And I mean, that's how shit be happening for real, though. So they started. So like I said, the task force thinking now that Monet and Tariq are going to flip on each other. Carter believes that both of them could be flipped if pressured right. So he offers to take another run at Tariq, and some of the task force members are like, "Nah, we should do it because we should do it because you obviously ain't getting nowhere with him last time." And then they bring up the fact that Rashad Tate, his brother, dirty congressman, got him the job there. So they ain't really feeling that. They think they probably think he dirty too. But against his task force wishes, Carter tells Tate, stay on Tariq and I'm gonna stay on Monet. So then we get this scene. Noma, she confronts Effie about the coke that Anya had. Immediately assumed that it's from Effie since Stansfield is her territory. And Effie's looking at the bag and she's like, this is not me. And Noma's like, well, who is it then? And Effie got this puffy dog ass face, and Noma's like, oh, I'm gonna take care of this person. Like they both had a knowledge at that moment that it was Tariq and Braden. Then we cut away to Davis's firm. He's still losing clients, workers. He's losing people. Another person walking out on him as Tariq and Braden pop up on him. And they give him his cut. And he's like, you damn right, it's my cut. He's like, y'all couldn't have came at... I'm like, they couldn't have came at a better time, huh? Well, I think they said that. We couldn't have came at a better time. I don't know. But basically, he just lost a motherfucking client or a worker. Y'all coming and giving him some little money. That's working out for him. So we cut away to Drew. He's at this gallery. And, they just starting to let us know that Drew likes to be an artist. Maybe they did show us in the beginning. I just forgot because it's been so long ago. But Drew's at this art gallery admiring this painting. When the owner comes over, they engage in some conversation. And Drew starts showing her some of his work. And then she tells him about this. I don't even know if it's a contest. But she basically says like 2 undiscovered artists get to showcase their work in her gallery at least twice a year. Basically, like if Drew wants to like try his hand. So So then we get this same Braden. He meets up with Zion for a re-up. And this nigga Zion's like, what's up, Tiny Tommy? I thought that was a funny-ass name, Tiny Tommy. So, because he told Tariq, you even went and got yourself a white boy like Ghost did. So he's like, what's up, Tiny Tommy? So Zion, he starts getting, like, irritated. He's like, I feel like people keeping stuff from me. I was supposed to be supplying the Russians, and now all of a sudden I don't hear from them. And it seemed like they good. So he's like, I know you know something. He's like, he asked Braden, like, who fucking supplying the Russians? Put the press on Braden. And Braden's like, you didn't hear from me, but it's this British bitch named Noma. And I was like, oh, no, Braden, why the fuck you tell him? I was like, damn, you about to get that man killed. But like I said, Noma been coming off soft to me, man. I thought she was going to be the villain to not be fucked with, but I wanted to see her put in some real work. I mean, we seen her kill Obi, but Obi was her day one, so you don't even really get no cool points for killing your day one. Now you got all these niggas working for you that you can't even really trust, that you don't even know that well. And I always wondered, was she fucking Obi like she fucking Kane now? Because I do remember her saying something like, Kane, you got to start doing what Obi did. But then I remember one point where Obi was like, let me settle your mind, and tried to kiss her hand. And she was like, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, and it was just like, okay, so was they fucking or was they not fucking? I don't know. So then we get to say Noma and Kane. They crash one of Tariq and Braden's little underground parties. And before this scene happens, we see this text exchange between Tariq and Anya. And she's like, party tonight. And he's like, yeah, come through or something like that. So I'm assuming, Noma sent that text to set Tariq up. But then later, I remember that they got this whole thing where they texted they up. Well, I don't know. Because it said Noma. I mean, it said Tariq and it said Anya. But I thought it was Noma texting Tariq. But then we found out later that she just used Anya's location to find her. I mean, to find out where the party was. But it's also weird because if she used Anya's location, how the fuck did she get there before Anya? She would need Anya. She would need to see Anya's location while she at the party to know where the party is. But she got there before Anya. Unless Anya was outside waiting to get in or something, and then Noma just slipped in. I don't think that's possible because they would have seen each other outside. Anyway, I guess I'm going too deep in it, but no, I'd be paying attention to shit like that. So Noma and Kane, they walk in, and they like, where am I? So Noma, she's telling Tariq, I should have known y'all was gonna do some snake shit, like you violated the agreement, da-da-da. Her and Kane start walking Tariq out to his death. Anya and her friends come in, and Tariq's like, Anya, this is your mom? Like, and then he's like, I wanted to come kick it with you, da-da-da. And Noma's like, oh, hell nah, and grabs Anya ass up, and takes Anya out the party. So after that happens, Tariq, he goes to find Braden ass, in the back doing coke. And he's like, what the fuck? So he tells him like what just happened. Noma Kane just came, they found out we back on their hit list. The singer girl, she comes out of nowhere, walks out. She's like, oh, don't worry, I know everything. And Tariq's like, what the fuck? And Braden's like, she's cool, man. She's not going to say anything. She figured it all out on her own. So Tariq, he gets furious with Brady. He starts going off on this nigga. He's like, man, this is why you not solid. This is why you ain't built for this life. And look what she got you doing. She got you doing coke, and we can't trust this bitch. She an addict. Just going off. And I was like, low key, 1 point for the serial killer, because he was saying some right shit. Like, look what she got you in here doing. She's a fucking addict. She got to do that shit as soon as she wake up. Trying to use her fucking disease as an excuse to do coke. So I just do it to help some of my other symptoms. What? So I was like, yeah, 1 point for Tariq for saying some real shit. So they get into this heated argument. Braden, I'm sick of you, Tariq. You never think about what I need. Just saying a whole bunch of shit. saying, Tariq, it's always about you. You know, this is going back and forth. I don't remember everything they said. And then Tariq, eventually, he storms out. So then we get this meet up with Drew and Monet at Monet's bar. And Monet's like, I heard you looking for your own place, Drew. And I'm like, nigga, more like, I heard you let Kane punk your ass out the penthouse. He ain't looking for no, he got punked out the penthouse, goddammit. So Monet, she offers to let him move back in the family house. Drew's like, nah, fuck no. And Monet's like, look, I want things to be right between us. Like, family come first. And Drew spazzes out. He like, how dare you? How dare you use Poppy's words like you didn't kill him? You know, he starts going off on him like, you'll never understand that you are not a good mother. You done did this, you done did that. Our lives are fucked up because of you, da-da-da. This is when Monet kind of comes to some type of solace where she's like, you know, I admit it. She's like, I admit it. Damn, what she say? I lost where I was at. Oh, she said she admits that she does always put business before the family. And she starts to apologize. And this softens Drew up a little bit. He's like, okay. He feels a little more at ease. He's like, okay, at least you apologizing for something. So then Monet's like, well, you know, in order for me to get the family back, we got to get the business back. I'm just like, of course y'all do. Of course y'all fucking do. Even though your daughter's sitting over here saying she ain't raising your grandchild in that life. So Monet's like, well, we need product. So Drew's like, well, I know who to get it from, but I'm only doing a one and done. And after that, I'm taking my cut, and I'm going away to focus on my art. He's like, I'm done with the family business. And I'm just like, nigga, just last episode, you wanted to be known as number 2. But okay. 2 episodes ago, he wanted to be known as number 2. Either way, it wasn't that far. It wasn't that long ago. So Brayden's still frustrated with Tariq. He's still with that singer bitch, and he's apologizing to her for Tariq calling her an addict, which is the fuck truth. She is. And the singer girl's like, it's no biggie, because you know what I did? I put some acid in Tariq's water bottle. And Brayden starts freaking out. He's like, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? He's like, this nigga Tariq don't even drink and smoke like that. So he storms out. And I'm just like, I hope he stopped fucking with this bitch for that. But I don't think he is, because when he goes, he finds Tariq in their dome room trip. I said dome room. Money long, cheetah thong, thick as hell, Georgia Dome. Anyway. Brayden, he finds Tariq in their dorm room, and he in there, you know, tripping out off the shit. He has some hallucinations about this child and, you know, being better than his father. So Tariq under the damn table, under the bed tripping out, and Brayden's telling him, like, you know, just some prank going around school, people getting dosed and shit. So I'm like, the fact that he didn't tell Tariq that it was the singer addict bitch, he gonna keep fucking with her. And I wouldn't fuck with her after that. You fucking drugged my friend. And you don't even know how, like, fuck it if he could be the biggest drug dealer in the world. The fact that you drugged him is a red flag. Like, no. Because what the fuck would she do to Brayden if Brayden spazzed out on her? They start beefing. You can't trust no wild bitch like that. Drugging motherfuckers. I'm like, she obviously don't know who Tariq is. So we get this little scene with Diana. She's at this church lighting candles, saying prayers. This older woman comes over. Who are you saying prayers for? I'm saying it for my husband. I know he's moved on, but he still loves me. And I mean, he should know I'm still here. Da-da-da. She clocks that Diana is pregnant. Diana's like, I'm not even showing yet. So Monet and Drew, they meeting with some soldiers. You know, they need some men to do this hit on Noma's people. They're giving them the game plan to rob Noma just this one time, because she won't notice or something like that. I don't know, because Drew know how the system work or whatever from working with Noma. And I'm low-key like, oh, what if Drew trying to set this up, hoping that that Monet get caught up and he could just put it all on her and Noma would kill her. I'm like, low-key, what if that happens? So the soldiers, they hella hesitant. They hella scary. They like, I don't know if I want to do this, rob Noma. And Monet's like, man, y'all said y'all want to step up. You in or you out? You're in or you're out. You're up and you're down. Oh, I'm awake now. I probably don't go back to sleep after this. You need to make me some coffee. So, Noma and Wiley Adams, they having dinner. She having dinner with him. The liaison of something. I can't remember. So he tells her that because of the fact that her U.S. citizenship is in limbo, that is putting more eyes on her bid for this contract that she's trying to get. Or whatever the case may be. I don't know all the actual factuals of this situation with Noma and Wiley. So then this waitress comes over. She's demanding that Noma and Wiley move to another table because she has this guest who's a regular, basically. He always eat at that table. And they refuse, of course. And Zion walks in and sits at the damn table. And he's like, I always eat at this table. Walks up in the most roundabout way and shit. Sits down. So then he starts saying in the most over-the-top way. You know, he doesn't even say it. What he says in a nutshell, he says, you know, I know you, Noma, you took my territory and I don't take that lightly or whatever. Puts a knife to her under the table. I don't think Wiley sees this, but he definitely, like, notices Noma's uneasy. And he's like, do you guys know each other? And Noma's like, no. Which is Noma's truth, because she don't know who Zion is. He just know who she is. So Noma immediately summons Kane, like, who the fuck is this Zion nigga? And Kane's like, he ain't nobody to worry about. He low level nigga. And Noma's like, well, how the fuck he know about me? I'm discreet. I'm like, no, you not, bitch. We all know about you now. So Kane's like, well, it wasn't me. I never speak your name. And then Davis walks in. And Noma asks Davis if he knows Zion. And Davis is like, yeah, you know, Zion's a client. And Kane's like, well, there you go. So Noma, you know, she's like, he put my business at stake. And Kane's like, let me handle it. David's like, let me handle it. But, you know, she, all in all, goes with fucking Kane because she fucking Kane. This episode, I mean, she fucking Kane. She was fucking Kane. Now, this episode, she fucking goddamn Davis. But we're going to get to that. So, Kane brings Noma to the little underground fight club, you know, where Tariq and Braden and them first met Zion. And he tells her this is neutral ground. It ain't gonna be no weapons here. Zion ain't even gonna have no weapon. Like, this is neutral ground. Anybody could come down here from any hood, whatever. So they get to Zion. Kane tells Zion super straightforward, like, you know, you fuck with Noma, you fuck with me. So, you know, just remember that. So, you know, as Kane trying to walk off, Zion talking shit, like, oh, I didn't know you had a bitch. Like, that's crazy. You running that bitch, saying some shit, whatever. And, you know, Noma, like, I don't say too kindly the threats. I cut your tongue out. She's like, I don't need no nigga. And no nigga don't need me. Oh, no, that's Glorilla. I don't even like Glorilla, but... Anyway, so, Kane's like, man, you know what? We're going to have to take this to the ring. And Zion's supposed to be like this world-renowned boxer. He's supposed to be undefeated and all of that. So I'm just like, oh, Kane, what are you doing? But then Kane and Zion, they get in the ring, and they both going at it fair and square until Zion tries to sneak some brass knuckles and gets caught by the ref. And Kane end up winning by default. Naomi is a smart bitch, though, because as they leaving, she like, you know he ain't going to take too kindly to being beat. Like, we got to prepare for his retaliation. We need to prepare for his retaliation. I love Noma voice. She got that motherfucker accent. I wonder just how she talk in real life. I keep wondering that. I went to her page, but I ain't seen her talking. It's just, you know, you go to somebody's Instagram page, you don't really see them. I mean, sometimes you might see them talking, you might not, but she don't got a lot of videos of her speaking, so I don't know if that's her real voice in real life. But, you know, fun fact, in real life, she's dating the guy that plays Uncle Phil on the new Bel-Air reboot. So I was like, oh, that's a nice little fun fact. But anyway, we get to, I keep about to say Barik. I'm about to call him that, Barik. Braden and Tariq. Because they keep about to come out. I don't know why I'm trying to make their name a mix like they a couple. But we get to Braden and Tariq talking strategy. Braden thinks they should find another way to do business now that Noma knows. And Tariq's like, fuck that. We should keep doing what we doing. And this is when Braden tells Tariq that he told Zion about Noma. And Tariq's like, what the fuck? So, I like how they could just argue and then be back cool. Because I forgot they had that big blow up. But then Braden had to come find them on acid. So Tariq, you know, he's like, I gotta start doing things for smarter for me and my family. And you know, talks about the things that he does have in common with his father. He's like, he need to come to terms with that. He's like, I need to become the apex predator. He's like, we gotta start getting leverage on motherfuckers. And then he texts Anya. And it's like, you free? And she's like, no, but I am this weekend. So then we cut away to Carter in his house, and he's clearly talking to his dead wife like she's still alive. So I'm just like, okay, we see that he do got a little screws a little loose. And they zoom in on his wife's picture. Is she somebody we supposed to remember or know? Because this is the final season. If it's somebody that was in previous seasons, y'all need to show us a flashback. Because they zoomed in on her picture like we supposed to be like, oh, that's his wife. Like, I was like, who is this bitch? Please leave in the comments if she is somebody of importance, because I don't remember her. When I saw the picture, I was just like, okay. But I'm also burnt out. I don't remember shit that happened in season 1, so. So Tariq meets with Diana, and she tells him that she's keeping the baby, and if he don't want to be involved, then that's okay. But Tariq's like, nah, that's the opposite. I want to be involved. I'm ready to do this. And Diana's like, okay, well, I have my first ultrasound tomorrow if you want to come. So this is when Davis, he stops by to tell Noma that, you know, although Wiley does suspect now that you're working with Zion because of that interaction, your bid is not in jeopardy. I made sure of that. So Noma thanks him and they start fucking. And I'm just like, oh shit, now she fucking Kane and Davis. Then we cut away to Carter tailing Drew and Monet. And then Drew and Monet and the soldiers, they show up to the, you know, they about to rob Noma's men. They start busting at Noma's guys. Noma's guys busting back. Carter and his task force come out and hold Monet and Drew and the soldiers. And Carter makes a deal with them. He like, you know what? I'll let you go if you promised only to kill criminals and not innocents. He's like, otherwise we gonna kill y'all and y'all can go to prison. So then we get to this. So then Carter and a couple of his task force members, they claim that they recognize one of these dudes that's with Monet and them. One of these soldiers. They say they claim they recognize him from a homicide 2 years ago. So then Carter's like, well, since that young innocent boy didn't get to go home that day, why should you? And then shoots the nigga in the head. And I'm just like, oh, they ain't playing. They killing motherfuckers that's killing innocents. So he urges Monet and them again, don't kill no innocents or you see what happened to your homeboy. He's like, I'll even let you keep the drugs you came to steal tonight. He's like, but of course I'm expecting a cut. I'm like, so this nigga dirty? Or is he trying to set them up? But how would we try to set them up accepting drug money? Because if he don't lock them... Well, I mean, he just killed somebody in cold blood. I mean, yeah, he dirty, yeah. Wasn't expecting that from Carter, though. I thought he was going to be like this clean cut, I'm taking your ass out shit. But he lets Monet and Drew and them go. So we get this final scene at the doctor's office. Diana and Tariq, they marveling at they baby sonogram and all. And Diana's like, if it's a boy, I want to name him after my poppy. So then Diana asks Tariq, I've been reaching out to Salim, and I know that you came asking him where I was at. So what happened to him? She's like, I know something happened. And Tariq's like, look, man, I went to Salim. He told me where you was at, and he must have dipped. I don't know what happened to him. And I'm just like, so nobody got to his place and found his dead body yet, or did he die? I don't know. So, Diana, she's stressing again that how much she don't want her baby around the life or whatever. Tariq starts to go on and on about his father and how his father tried to lead a game for family, but he always had one foot in, one foot out the game. He's like, I realized I can't be like my dad. I can't be just working. I mean, I can't just be in the game. I got to be on top. So Diana's like, nigga, you didn't hear shit I just said. She's like, well, that doesn't work for me. Bye, Tariq, and walks out. Now, I'm seeing online that we're supposed to be getting a break this week coming up, and then we come back the following week. If they thought this was the type of cliffhanger that we needed, like, they was completely false about that. Because it's like, what was that? Okay. Why would they end it like that? They didn't give us nothing. Like, they didn't give us nothing to look forward to. I was like, okay. We already know she was stressed enough. She ain't having the baby in her life. But like I said, Tariq and Monet they're not having that. But that's how the episode ends. I don't know if that was the mid-season finale or what. But, like I said, yeah, I'm going to give it a C+. Because I know in the beginning I said between B- and C+. I'm giving it a C+, because of the fact that, why the fuck is... No, not even why the fuck. I'm giving it a C+ because of the fact that why the fuck did they think that was a cliffhanger for us? Why they think that was a oh shit moment? Like, no, it wasn't nothing. Tariq and Monet gonna still be in the life. Diana just gonna have to figure that shit out. And I wonder how Kane gonna feel now that knowing what the fuck Davis ass. And it was something else I was about to say. I can't even remember. Oh yeah, Carter and his fucking task force dirty. I mean, that was a surprise for me only because I thought that like I said, I thought Carter was gonna come in like being this clean cut cop or whatever, trying to take down or whatever. Like I said, I hope Brayden leave that damn bitch alone, but since he lied to Tariq, it's not seeming likely. Damn, it was something else I was about to say. I can't even remember now. I cannot even remember. Oh well. If it comes to me, I might put it in the comments, or I might just wait to talk about it next week, or I might just forget all in all. But if y'all watch the episode, then y'all should know whatever the hell I'm thinking about. But, oh yeah, Effie gonna be hit when she find out Tariq got Diana's baby. Kane might try to go back to Effie after he found out Norma fucked Davis. But I can't think of nothing else. Let's hope he didn't get Anya pregnant, because look, it only took one time with Diana. Look, those are my thoughts or what have yous for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this review, and comment below what you thought of this week's episode, what you would grade this week's episode. If I forgot anything, if I was off on anything, let me know in the comments. And like and subscribe, because I don't only review Power, I review other shows as well. Check out my channel. I feel like I'm a cool person. Look, I'm rambling now. Look, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave your comments. I will see y'all in the next review. Again, thanks for watching. Peace.